On July 11th, 1981, a torso of a deceased female was found in the 1400 block of Mayberry Road in San Jose. Next to her body were two medallions. The first of these was round and contained the words, "St. Christopher, protect us." The second medal was oval. On one side was the standing figure of the Virgin Mary, surrounded by the words, "Mary conceived without sin, pray for us who have recourse to thee." The autopsy determined that she was a female, likely in her 40s, dark skin, possibly African American, 5'2" to 5'4", approximately 110 pounds.
In a Jane Doe case, there's probably family members out there, children, mothers, sisters, brothers, that don't even know that she's gone.
You just hope that there's DNA that can still be obtained. DNA is so sensitive, I can't say how long it'll last because depending on the environment that it's in.
If you kill one person, it's like you've killed a whole world. And that is one of the reasons that when I became DA, I formed a cold case unit in our office.
My job entails a lot of digging through old dusty boxes, digging through old evidence sheets and looking through old evidence. I spend a lot of time consulting with investigators in the crime lab on coming up with the best approach to triage or to identify the most promising cases and then trying to solve them.
My role is to review cold cases with a DNA aspect to see with the potential of what evidence that we have to do DNA analysis and actually performing the DNA analysis.
Under DA Rosen, the cold case unit was transformed. By partnering so closely with our lab, we're able to take investigations to a level that we have not been able to in the past.
And it's been incredibly successful. The cold case unit has actually solved 13 murders over the last 3 years.
Where were these pendants? Were they together, clasped together?
It starts with, is there evidence in existence in the evidence room at the police department? And then it comes down to the lab to see if that evidence is still valuable or still usable.
The challenge for me is to look at possibly her clothing or any other items or possible hairs that might have been left on her clothing for any DNA profile that does not belong to the victim. If I can find that profile and maybe identify the source of that profile, that can answer some questions.
The cold case unit's guiding principle is we never forget. We never forget the victims, but we also never forget the families of those victims.
So it's important for us to bring justice to this victim and bring justice to her family.
For them to know who did this to their loved one and for that person to be held accountable helps the healing.